Politicking with this chicken, wondering if I'm gonna creep a little hood rat bitch from 25th. Ning Tanika coming through like I do, you know, get in my bark. Knew she was a thug cause when I met her she had a scarf on. 5411 size 7 and girls. DMX, why you leave me? Why you leave me? Ah! Oh my God. Are y'all missing DMX as much as I am? Y'all missing my baby DMX as much as I am? Oh. Like, I'm not even joking, y'all. I was a hardcore fan. Will remain a hardcore fan. And that song that I just sang, / rapped, because you know I'm like the greatest rapper ever. That's my all-time favorite from DMX. All-time DMX favorite song. Such a hood classic. A ghetto ballad. Oh, that's one for the ages. Rest in peace, Earl. Hello, kitties. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rogan, and this is This Bahamian Gal, home of big hair, bold looks, and big laugh. My press-on nail just came off. Where the hell is it? Anyway, this is the home of big hair, bold looks, nails that fall off, and big laughs. I show you how to break the internet without breaking the bank. You gotta laugh at yourself. You gotta laugh at yourself. No, but for real, I am missing DMX. Something terrible, okay? This week, I am doing a different type of video. One that I've never really done on my channel. I'm most grateful to you guys for my 600 plus subscribers, and I said that in my last video. And this week I decided to do a little bit of feedback, you know, just share some of the feedback that I've gotten from some of my subscribers and people who aren't even subscribed to my channel, who watch my channel with some regularity. So this week I decided that I was going to, you know, just give a little bit of feedback from my subscribers. You guys are like family to me. You all are so positive and so uplifting. And I just wanted to give you guys a shout out just by sharing with the world some of the things that you said on my videos, and also answering some questions to the best of my knowledge and my ability. Because a lot of you have questions. Is that my heater? Why does my air conditioner, my heater come on? Is that my heater? Oh, hold on. Make sure y'all can't see my crotch, because y'all don't want to see this crotch, trust me. So this week I am going to be sharing the feedback that you shared with me and answering some questions to the best of my knowledge. A lot of the questions that I get, and I get them not only on YouTube, but a lot of people, thank you so much for this, a lot of people reach out to me on Instagram, because I'm always on Instagram as well. But a lot of the questions I get are about the Bahamas. And while I am very, very familiar with the Bahamas, I've lived there all my life, I've worked there the majority of my life, there are certain things that I'm just not familiar with, and I don't ever want to lead my audience astray. So I try to answer the best of my ability and provide them with information, the right people who they can go to or talk to or reach out to so that they can get answers. But I'm going to answer some questions that I do know how to answer. So Lego. So last week, and if you guys have not seen the video yet, I did a video on famous people you didn't know were Bahamian or had Bahamian roots, and I never know where to point. So it's either going to be linked up here and I'll put a photo here, or it's going to be linked up here and I'm going to put the photo here. Either way, just look up in those corners and of course watch that video. I have a feeling that video is going to grow tremendously. So he's not a subscriber yet. You better subscribe, boy. But his name is Foreign Man in a Foreign Land, and he is a Bahamian. I don't know him, and he gave some feedback. He said, "I love this. I'm glad let me read it the way he wrote it. I'm not gonna change it up. I'm gonna read it the way he wrote it because this is so Bahamian. I love this. Bahamians don't say I'm glad. I glad the algorithm blessed me with this video this Sunday. Big ups from another Bahamian content creator." Or creative. So thank you so much, Foreign Man in a Foreign Land. I'm happy too that YouTube bless you up on that Sunday to watch my video. I still am trying to figure out how this algorithm works, but I'm glad that you got to see the video, and I hope that you will watch other content as well. CB, who is another regular on my channel, she's a subscriber, said, "What may be part 2?" And she asked that because I said if the video performs well and if people are interested, then I'd do a part 2, because there are lots of Bahamians out there or people who have Bahamian roots who are stars. And I've been writing them down, but I said if the video doesn't perform well, I'm not going to go and follow it up with a part 2. I like educating, but you know, creating content takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of resources, and I'd rather do something that's going to get a lot of eyeballs and perform well on the channel. So if this video does not perform well in the next coming weeks, I'm not going to do a part 2. I'm sorry. But anyway, she said, what maybe part 2? The one name I was expecting to hear was who let the dogs out, Bahamian. Yes, I got criticized a lot privately. Like people were like, how could you leave Bahamian out? Well, Bahamian, I mean, it's not Bahamian. So a lot of people know that they're from the Bahamas. And I think that they've successfully branded themselves as a group from the Bahamas. So that's why I didn't include them. I've been loving Bahamian from its original group and then its later iterations. So I love Bahamian. But that's the only reason why I didn't include them. But she said this was entertaining as I learned a few names I knew nothing about, like Lil Duval. I know, and I only learned about Lil Duval having Bahamian roots when he performed in Nassau. He was like an opener for Buju Banton. This is Buju Banton, Buju Banton. At his Long Walk to Freedom tour. And that's when people were saying, you know, Lil Duval had Bahamian roots, but I'd like to learn a little bit more about how he's connected. I know he has family and he's always hyping them up on social media, but I need to know exactly how he is connected to the Bahamas. She said, I knew nothing about Lil Duval, Shakara Ladard, who's the model, T-Connection, girl. T-Connection is the bomb. And Trina. Yeah, Trina has spoken very... she's spoken openly about her mother being from the Bahamas. Vanessa Taylor, I think that was her name. So yeah. So Trina definitely has those Bahamian roots. I mean, right through her mummy. So yeah, love that. Next shout out or feedback came from Cannon Kemp. He said, shout out to the sun, sand, and sea. And if y'all know nothing about the Bahamas, y'all need to know, like, that's our mantra, our motto, our slogan, sun, sand, and sea. He says, shout out to the sun, sand, and sea, contributing to the pie community. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, Cannon, you call me a pie? Thank you, Cannon. You're so sweet. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of you too, Cannon. Thank you so much. I'm proud to see a lot of Bahamians on this platform. There's so many different, and by the way, if you haven't checked out a lot of our other artists, please do. Like, one of my personal favorites is Tracy Ann for Paul. She goes by the name Tap. She has quite a few subscribers. I gotta catch up. I'm so far behind. She's amazing though. She's really, really talented. And then Beauty Bunny. Oh my God, Alex. Like, I'm gonna link people down below. I think that's what I need to do on this video, is link some Bahamian creatives down below, because the Jamaicans, they do well on this platform. The Bahamians we gotta blow it up, babe. We gotta blow it up. And let me see who else I got here. Island Imperfection, that's another Bahamian content creator that you guys need to check out, and I'll link her down below. She said, so proud of you for reaching 600 subs. Wow, I really didn't know all of them were Bahamian. That's incredible. Hashtag 242 to the world. Thank you very much, Gyal. It's just the beginning, and I can't wait to continue to grow on this platform. And yes, it's amazing to learn how many Bahamians have, you know, successfully exported their talent, or, you know, a lot of Bahamians who have kids who are superstars, or, you know, actors, singers, whatever. I love seeing our people on the screen. I know about y'all. I love seeing my people on the screen. My video on what to know about the Bahamas before moving is almost at 7,000 views. That is by far my best performing video to date. And I'm so proud, and I feel like I'm gaining a lot of subscribers because of that video. People are watching. So I'm so thankful. And I didn't know so many people would be interested in moving to the Bahamas. I mean, like, beyond like, oh, I'd love to live in the islands, or I'd love to live in the Bahamas. I really didn't think people were seriously considering it. There were some people who slid into my DM again on Instagram. I shouldn't say slid into my DM, because it sounds so lascivious, so nasty. They contacted me through Instagram to ask me questions because they were actually in the process of moving. So that's always amazing. As far as my BOHO video goes, another one of my subscribers, Tatiana, said, your room is my dream room. It looks so comfortable and colorful, and your energy is just amazing. I love how it's set up. It's so clean and nice. That was really, really sweet, Tatiana, and I thank you for that. Let me let you in on something. On any given day, I'm battling a roach and rat infestation. As a matter of fact, I had to swat a few roaches before I came on this screen. It's all about what you do on the video. So, I thought I saw a roach. No, seriously, I don't have any roaches or rats, y'all. I'm just kidding. Oh. Bugger. No, I don't have any roaches or rats, Tatiana. Thank you so much. I try to keep my room very neat. Just because I don't like a lot of clutter. I can't even function. I'd lose my mind and if my room is super, super junky. But what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, this is what I was going to say. When I'm recording, like how I'm recording today, I'm going to show you I'm going to insert some pictures so you can see what my bed looks like, because I batch content on any given day. And so, I switch photo of clothes and stuff to do different photos, and so my bed just becomes like the catch-all for all my shoes, all my everything, all my clothes, hats, accessories and stuff. So it looks a mess. So I'm going to insert a picture so you can see what it looks like. But when I'm done recording, I put everything away. So it's just about, it doesn't matter how big your room is. It could be the smallest room on the planet, as long as you keep it clean and neat and just have a little accessories. It doesn't even have to be expensive. Trust me, Tatiana. Trust me, Tatiana. Your room can look the same way. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that compliment. Another one of my viewers by the name of Will, it just says Will, so I'm going to pretend it's Will Smith, said, and this is in regards to my video on things you need to know before moving to the Bahamas, said, you are right about the stuff you said. I have friends over in the Bahamas, on Nassau, and one who came from Cat Island as well. You should put together a digital self-help book about the Nassau area for expats or vacationers. Will, my brother. Well, that is a fantastic idea. And I was toying with it because I'd gotten, again, so many questions in my DM that I was like, you know what, maybe I should just put together a book for people. I am a writer. I am a journalist by trade. So I was like, you know what? I should just write a book. People obviously are interested in moving to the Bahamas. They want to know the ins and outs, not the typical stuff that you know, but like they really want an insider's account about things to do in the Bahamas or what to know before relocating. So your girl gonna do that. So thank you, Will. You and I are on the same page. He's a smart boy. All right. So as far as questions, News24 said, can you do a video on land and business? So I responded to News24, and I said I could, but number one, I don't know that my audience would be interested in a video like that. That is very, very specific, and it's just not what I want on my channel. But even more importantly, I know a lot of things about the Bahamas, but as far as a video on land and business, that is very involved. And I think that should come from somebody who's an expert in that field. And yes, I could take the time to do the research, but I like to talk about things that I know off the top of my head, like things that I truly know, not just what I feel. And I just don't have the time. I have a very, very busy schedule. I don't have the time to put together, to do the research for that type of video. I just don't have the time, nor do I think the majority of the people who are on here would be interested. If I'm wrong, please let me know down below in the comments section. And I don't know, you know, maybe I'll break it up. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I let you guys to some extent dictate, you know, what I do. You know, I'm doing this for me, but I'm also doing this for you guys. So you fuel the content. But so I'm sorry, News24. I'm happy to point you in the right direction as to where you can go for information on land and business, but it's not something that I'm interested in doing for my channel. So my next question comes in from a guy named Ziggy. Hi, Ziggy. Every time I see Ziggy, I think about Ziggy Marley. That's such a fun name, right? I don't think that's his real name, Ziggy. Ziggy. But Ziggy asks, is it dangerous to live in Nassau? And I addressed this in my video the best way I could. And it's so funny because the day that Ziggy asked me this question, I think it was the day after 5 or 6 men were gunned down by high-powered weapons in Nassau, like in a pretty popular thoroughfare, and I'm not accustomed to that. I mean, obviously we have shootings and that sort of stuff in Nassau, but like that was next level. So 6 men were basically gunned down, assassinated, pardon me, in cold blood. Nassau is no different than any major city. I think, again, that a lot of times people think because it's an island, it's paradise and it's crime free, and that's not the case. We have the majority of Bahamians living in Nassau, New Providence. That's the island. It's called New Providence. And whenever you have a lot of people on a limited space, Nassau is not huge at all by any stretch of the imagination. It's only 21 miles long by 7 miles wide. And you guys, if you live in the States or in Europe anywhere, or even parts of the continent of Africa and different countries in Africa, you drive 21 miles probably to just go to the mall. To go to the mall, you drive 21 miles. That's the length of the island. So you have everybody crowded on one island, and you're dealing with different types of people. You have great people, you have good people, you have bad people. And so crime is going to happen, because you have your bad guys living there. And a lot of it is very, is confined typically to certain areas, just like a lot of times in Chicago or New York or New Orleans or whatever. You have your good areas, your bad areas, and you have your gangs. So a lot of these killings are retaliatory killings. Because a lot of times people say, is there crime in the Bahamas? They're mostly pointing towards murders, homicide, or armed robberies. Armed robberies don't occur often in the Bahamas. That's not like a big deal. But murders do happen, and of course not as frequently as they do in other major cities that have millions of people, but they do happen in the Bahamas. I remember years ago, having 40 murders in a year was like, oh my God, we had 40 murders in a year. And then it just kept going up. It was like 60, 80, 100. I don't even know what it is now. Might be one. I know it's in the triple digits for sure. But that used to be a shocker for a lot of Bahamians. And I do notice that it's gotten a little bit more heinous in the sense that there used to be a time when certain people were off limits. You know what I mean? You didn't see children being harmed. I remember several years ago, a little boy was doing his homework and he was shot in the head in his home by a stray bullet. In that incident that happened at the major thoroughfare where the 6 men were gunned down, a child was shot and a woman was shot. And so, you didn't see children getting harmed. You didn't see women getting harmed, but things have definitely changed. It's not a war zone. I don't want to paint that picture of it being a war zone, but you definitely have to be smart and try to avoid certain areas if you can. And there was a time when I was in Nassau and I never felt unsafe. And then we had so many murders occurring. I was just like, oh my God, I don't feel safe. But it quickly dissipated. I had the same route all the time, and I didn't go into certain areas, and it's just like your town, wherever you're from, do you frequent? I don't have a reason to go into certain bad areas. I just don't. And I try to watch the company I keep, and I think that's great advice for anybody who is going to be moving there. Just hang with the right crowd, just go to work, have some fun, do whatever you got to do, and just go home. You'll be okay. Dallas Desselworth said this in regards to the video on the Bahamians or Bahamians Bahamians or famous people who are Bahamian or Bahamian descent video. That's the one, sorry. She said, this was a great idea. It's so inspiring to see Bahamians who've come from a small town, gone abroad, found great successes, made their mark on the world stage as well as those of Bahamian descent. And I couldn't agree more. I love to see there's nothing like hearing your accent. I can't even explain it to you. It's nothing like hearing your accent on the world stage. I'm from a tiny, tiny country. tiny. I mean, sometimes we're not even shown on a map. We're so small. And we have to say, oh, we're just right off the coast of Florida. We have to say that, you know, a tiny little archipelagic nation. And to think that we could produce actors and singers and athletes. Oh my God. Now, if that video performs really well, I'm going to definitely do one on the athletes, because we got some athletes that will tear up a track. Okay. So, but yeah, I just love seeing my people on the world stage and hearing that Bahamian accent. Honest to God, I love hearing that Bahamian accent on the world stage. So yes, Dallas. And Dallas is such a real name, so I like that. I had another person ask me about the process to move from Nigeria to the Bahamas. How is it possible? You know, there are many different ways in which you can relocate to the Bahamas. One of the most obvious ones is to get married to a Bahamian citizen. You don't get citizenship automatically, of course, you know, just like you don't get it automatically in the US. Another way is to invest in the country. I think you have to pay several $100,000, like to buy a property or home or something like that, and then you can live in the Bahamas. I don't think you'd have privileges to work, but there are a number of ways that you could relocate to the Bahamas. And I will link down below for those of you who are interested. I'm going to link our Department of Immigration and another resource that would be helpful in telling you the many different categories in which you can relocate to the Bahamas. You can't just, unless you got buku dollars, you can't just say, oh, I'm just going to go and move to the Bahamas today. It doesn't work like that. Just like I couldn't just up and move to the United States. You know, there's proper protocol and procedure. Anyway, guys, like I said earlier in the video, this was definitely a different type of video for me this week. I just wanted to really just thank you guys for all the comments and the questions that come my way. You know, sometimes I say leave comments down below, and I'm always blown away that somebody actually does comment or reaches out to me on social media just to ask questions, and it feels good to be able to help them. I try to help as many people as I can, because I know what it's like when you are a foreigner. I'm a foreigner, and you have questions, especially about a new place. And so I'm happy to be a resource and provide information as much as I can. So thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget, new videos every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right here on This Bahamian Gal. And you can follow me on Instagram. Hit me up in my DM at This Bahamian Gal. Don't forget to follow me there. On Facebook as well. Twitter. I go on Twitter every now and then, so, you know, hit me up on Instagram or right here on YouTube. Trust me, these are my favorite platforms. Or on my blog, www.thisbahamiangyal.com. Thank you so much again for watching. I made it without having to glue my nails on. These are like the press-on nails, and they are so bomb. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're like a gel. Can you see? Like a gel manicure. They're so nice. I've been washing dishes and cleaning and all kinds of stuff and typing, and so, you know, a few fell off. Oh, 3 fell off now. Anyway, 3 fell off. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Love you. Thank you so much for watching. Rest in peace, DMX. We miss you. I miss you. How's it going down?